Thank you for joining me on my masterclass. Now, today I'll be teaching you how to migrate from a poorer country to a richer country, a country with more opportunities. Now, it's sad that this has to be, but in a lot of countries today, there just aren't enough opportunities. And the reason it's not far-fetched, although a lot of people in those countries don't understand what's happening. So I'll try to explain to you what's happening. You see, the countries with the highest birth rates in the whole world are all in Africa. Number one, you got Niger, you know, you got Uganda, you got South Sudan, you got. Now, I'm not giving you this in order of the countries. You got Somalia, you got Mozambique, you got Benin Republic, you got Nigeria. These are countries with very high population growth rates. And what's a high population growth rate? When um, you have anything, like maybe from 35 births for every 1,000 of the population. That's kind of high, and to an extreme of about 40 to 50. So a country like Niger, it's closer to 45. A country like Nigeria is about like if you split Nigeria into two, in southern Nigeria, it's quite manageable, but in northern Nigeria, it's the highest in the world. But why Nigeria doesn't appear to be the highest population growing country in the world is because you combine north and south. If you take just the northern Nigeria, it's actually the highest in the world. So when you have countries with a very, very high growth rate, and then the GDP is not growing as fast as the growth rate, what you're going to have is that you're going to have extreme poverty. So what's going to happen is that you're having more people being born, and the resources are either remaining the same, or even receding, or not growing at a rate that is able to sustain the population growth rate. Now, conversely, on the other side of the world, you have countries that are experiencing low population growth rate. Now, what's a low population growth rate? It's a population growth rate that is less than 2.1. So that means for every 1,000 people in the country, they need to have at least 21 children. But in these countries, sometimes they're having, like, for every 1,000, they're having like 9 children, 10 children, the highest 12 children. So I'm talking about countries like the United Kingdom, where they have 12 children for every 1,000. Countries like Germany, where they have 9 for every 1,000. Nordic countries used to be quite bad. They used to have even about 8. But then the government started a program whereby they pay women to have children. But even at that, it grew their population growth rate to something like, maybe 12, for every 1,000, which is still far lower than the recommended growth rate, which should be 2.1. That meaning that there should be 21 children for every 1,000 people. So what's happening is that these countries, because to maintain stability for your national security, you need to have at least 2.1% growth rate, a growth rate of about 2.1%. You can manage with something like maybe 1.7, 1.8, but then anything lower, and then it's going to affect your GDP. And then the main problem you're going to have is that as people get older, you're not going to have enough younger people to look after the aging population. So you won't be able to pay retirees, because how the whole system works is that you need to have at least as much people who are young working, and then you're going to take out of their income to pay those who are older who can't work anymore. That's how the system works. And so these countries, now I'm not talking about this country, I'm talking about countries like Germany, the United Kingdom, Sweden, Norway, Japan. Now, even Turkey, I'm in Turkey right now. Turkey even is now experiencing that problem. Even Turkey, because that's why now Turkey is now selling passports and visas. So if you have, I think it's about 300 to 350,000 euros, you can get a Turkish passport. So these countries are now opening up themselves to immigration, not because they like immigrants. It's for their own self-survival. You need to understand that it's not because they like immigrants. It's for their own self-survival. It's for their own selfish reasons. So what do you have to do to prepare yourself? You see, these countries are not looking for people to immigrate to their country and then come and become problems for them. They're looking for educated migrants. They're looking for educated migrants. So what do you want to do? And they're not just looking for any kind of educated migrant. They're not looking for people who are going to study sociology, political science, language and linguistics, and some of these courses that are, quite frankly, irrelevant to the stage of the 21st century that we are. They're looking for immigrants who are studying what they call STEM. What are STEM? Science, technology, engineering, math. So they're looking for immigrants who have STEM knowledge. So doctors, nurses, computer engineers. That's why you saw what Dubai did. They said, okay, if you have a master's or a PhD in these areas, you can come to our country. We're going to give you visas. Now, that is an extreme measure. But these other countries, so what's happening right now in the United Kingdom, for instance, they have introduced a new visa policy for people that they have what they call shortage professions. Now, what's going to happen is that in the future, they're going to be it's going to get so bad. In Germany it's already gotten so bad. In the Scandinavian countries, it's going to get to that level. In a lot of these countries in Europe, and then in some countries in Asia, it's already getting that bad. So what you need to do, you need to prepare yourself. Start going to school. Do everything you can. Go to school for science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. And then don't stop at the bachelor level, because these countries, they're not going to be looking for people who have a bachelor. They're looking for people who have a minimum of a master's. So do that. And then you're going to prepare yourself for a situation whereby they are going to be looking for you. You're not going to be looking for them. They're going to be coming to your countries. They're going to be looking for you. Now, if you want specifics on how to immigrate now, I'm going to put a link in this video. The link is that in this video is going to tell you the step-by-step guide to how you can migrate to the United Kingdom and how you can migrate to the United States. I'm going to put it there step by step. I'm going to put the link in the description box of this video. But this video is just to tell you what is happening, why it's happening, and what you need to do to prepare. Now, my name is Renan Mokri. If you've watched this video and maybe you have questions arising from this video, just put them in the comment section of this video, and my staff are going to curate them. I'll do my best to respond to each and every category. Now, you got to remember, I do not have a WhatsApp forum, a Telegram channel, or a Gmail email address. I'm not going to approach you in the comment section of my video telling you helpline, giving you numbers. The people who do that are scammers. They scam the number of my subscribers. I don't want them to scam you. I'm the apostle of prosperity. I don't want you to get into poverty. This is Renan Mokri saying, God bless you.
But Reno travels all around the world. I hope you get inspired about what you see. Apostle of greatness, Reno is a master. Only one man against the whole world in large. Fighting with the monsters, poverty I can't stand. That's why Reno is